On September 30th, news outlets started reporting YNW Melly is being accused of teaming up with one of his lawyers to plot a prison escape. As the Broward County Jail where YNW Melly is currently locked up did an interview with Complex, where they mentioned in the courtroom, on April 11th, 2022, Broward Sheriff's Office received a confidential tip regarding inmates Nicholas Lewis and Jamal Demons, both housed in the same unit at the main jail, planning an escape from jail by having Demons' attorney bring in 2 handcuff keys to aid the escape. Additional information provided by the source was that Lewis had many illegal items in jail, as well as narcotics that was not prescribed to him. As the statement continues saying, jail authorities searched Lewis's jail cell after the tip, which came from another inmate. They found multiple illegal items as well as narcotics, for which he didn't have a prescription. YNW Melly's cell was also searched, but nothing was found except food from the commissary as well as an excessive amount of jail-issued clothing. Now this all started from another inmate inside of YNW Melly's cell block, informing the county jail that YNW Melly and his inmate friend named Lewis were up to shady things. He mentioned they were planning an escape, which started with YNW Melly's lawyers sliding him a handcuff key on their next meeting. YNW Melly's mother even reacted to it, saying this.
Okay, so I'm at work and I just seen this crazy story. First of all, this is just another tactic for them to try to literally just tarnish my son's character and everything. They do not want him having attorney visits in person, which will cause for ineffective counsel. So we went to court for that, and they took his phone calls and they have him locked down. They had no evidence whatsoever that his attorneys did anything wrong to prove these accusations, but they knew it would get picked up by the media. So when we get ready to pick a jury, hopefully within the next 2 weeks, it's gonna be, oh, this kid tried to escape. Oh, this kid tried to do all these things. This is all fake because they do not have a case.
Now in the video, YNW Melly's mom mentions how the feds have no evidence against Melly, so prosecutors are doing anything to make him look bad in front of the jury that will be selected soon. Now this does make sense, as on July 6th, new paperwork was released revealing that YNW Melly will no longer be facing the penalty within his case, as reports were being released of sloppy paperwork by the feds in the court system, resulting in the penalty being dropped, which is a massive win for YNW Melly. Then also reports of good defenses coming out from YNW Melly's side and his lawyers. As Melly's mom wrote on Instagram, the penalty has officially been removed from YNW Melly's case. Thank you, Jesus. Hashtag Free Melly 2022. Now, with the trial beginning soon, the courts are starting to see defenses from YNW Melly's side, just as his manager 100K Track said in an interview with DJ Academics.
He built a real great solid team away from just being innocent, because he wouldn't do such a crime. He prepared himself and got a proper, defense. Their job is to handle themselves in trial, not on social media. You guys are taking it that way. If they say they got DNA in a car, I'm just gonna tell you Melly DNA was found in the car. You're gonna think, yeah, his DNA was found in the car the day of the oh, he jumped in a car and his DNA was in the car, he did it. Okay, but you're not gonna put the fact that this was his car for 6-7 months on those documents and dockets and just automatically be like, yo, he's fried. You don't even know what the defense is. You don't even know what the rebuttal is. You don't even know why that situation occurred. You hear ballistics flying, you don't know what the defense is. You hear this, you hear that. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest.
So if YNW Melly's defense team did as good as a job as sources claim, YNW Melly could be released from jail within the next 3 months, as his trial is beginning soon. However, YNW Melly's recent court hearing gave everyone an idea on how guilty they believe YNW Melly is, as this court hearing started with YNW Melly's lawyers pushing back a little bit to the prosecutors and demanding the Florida rapper's release from jail, as YNW Melly is requesting to leave jail immediately to treat an abscess in his teeth. This is due to his permanent diamond grill. It was reported that YNW Melly is unable to properly clean his teeth and allegedly does not have access to a regular toothbrush or even dental floss. Something as simple as an easy in and out dentist appointment was denied against YNW Melly after prosecutors brought up a new piece of evidence against the Florida rapper, as they announced a new court order stating, "Ordered and adjudged that defendant's motion to suppress evidence obtained from T-Mobile warrant is hereby denied." Now, YNW Melly's lawyers originally filed a motion asking the judge to make all of the evidence on YNW Melly provided from T-Mobile unusable in the court case, as the evidence provided to law enforcement from T-Mobile is massive and could even be the final piece the feds need to lock up YNW Melly. As the T-Mobile evidence states, these particular cell phones, which were both iPhone 10s, were on the T-Mobile network. And so T-Mobile has a very interesting feature where it will tell you the environment the cell phone is in. So from these cell phone records, I can tell you the exact moment demons got out of the car and staged the drive-by location. Also on YNW Melly's cell phone, they found a video on it, as this evidence report states. Then also, we have a video of Mr. Demons admitting to doing an act towards two individuals in the head. This video was on Mr. Demon's cell phone, which was brought to my office by Jameson Francis. That's how we had that, and that is all of the evidence that Your Honor has. Then the worst piece of evidence of all was found on YNW Melly's cell phone. As reported by Complex, they stated a new piece of evidence stating, there is also one Instagram exchange that took place hours after the passings, which was obtained by Complex via a public records request. In it, YNW Melly's Instagram account says, "I did that," in one message, followed 2 minutes later by another message saying, "Shh." Now the timing of these Instagram DMs are being used by the state to make the case that these messages amount to an admission by YNW Melly of his guilt, as a few messages later, the man YNW Melly was talking with messages Melly again, telling him, "Hey, there's a Sig 9 on the market," with YNW Melly replying quickly, saying, "I want it." Now these Instagram DMs were sent to this mystery man only 4 hours after the incident occurred of YNW Sack Chaser and Juvie's sad passings. Now for those wondering why the YNW Melly trial hasn't begun yet, this is due to the end of YNW Melly's latest court hearings, where YNW Melly was transported back to the county jail. Now sources claim people from YNW Melly's cell block was awaiting his arrival back to his jail cell, as once arriving, an altercation occurred between YNW Melly and another rapper named Rico Reckless. YNW Melly's official Twitter account put out a statement saying, "To all my loved ones and close friends, I wanted to let everyone know that my phone privileges have been revoked and I'm no longer allowed to call or have video visitation. That is the reason why no one has received any calls from me, but do not worry, I am in great spirits." Now just weeks before the YNW Melly trial was supposed to begin, he ran into a serious altercation inside of jail, as we even saw reports being released of YNW Melly being placed in solitary confinement after getting into an altercation inside of jail with another rapper named Rico Reckless from Chicago, Illinois. They are both awaiting their trials to begin. Now allegedly YNW Melly inside of jail has always been an issue with newer inmates, as newer inmates trying to make a quick reputation for themselves see a very famous and multi-millionaire rapper in the cell block, they're gonna want to, try something on them to build their own reputation, as things are getting very serious for YNW Melly, this resulting now to his lawyers trying everything possible to have the rapper released from jail, as ever since the release of the newer evidence files, YNW Melly has been running into countless issues with newer inmates, as being inside of jail is loyalty over everything, as there really isn't anything in jail other than commissary goods and commissary clothing, because with the YNW Melly cell phone evidence being released, it reveals concerns of Melly's loyalty, as allegedly he did this act towards his two brothers. And this could also be a reason why he was maybe trying to escape from jail. Let us know your thoughts down below in the comments. Leave a like if you're a fan of YNW Melly. It's been District Trending, and I'm out. Peace.